Welcome to the Hillbilly RV channel. Today we're back on the frozen teardrop part 2. Nice rainy day here in southern West Virginia. Finally getting some rain. Been a dry 6, 7, 8 weeks. It's like 4th straight day of rain. Not all day, but good rains. We'll take it. Gosh, this is probably close to 3 weeks since I worked on this. I got 2 tees. These things, I thought they were made out of plastic. Actually, they are made out of unobtainium. Is what they're made out of. You can't get them things. Luckily, I called the people that build this camper, New Camp, N-U-C-A-M-P, New Camp. Got a hold of Tori in the parts department, and she hooked me up. They don't sell those tees. They don't sell any of the fittings for the back side of that Nautilus panel. Let me show you what I mean. That is the Nautilus P3 panel. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, go back and watch the first video on this frozen teardrop. Yeah, I broke a T, busted a T, and I couldn't get it. And to be honest with you, as much trouble as this was, if there's anything else wrong with the backside of that panel, anything else is cracked or split, I'm just gonna order a whole new panel. Pricey. I don't think any of my wholesale distributors sell the Nautilus. I'd have to do some more checking, but if I have to pay retail for that, it's $300 my cost. Retail. So let's go inside and install one of our tees. Let's hook the air back up and see what happens. Oh, and I did get a new kitchen faucet also, but I'm not 100% sure it's gonna work. Let me show you. This is a folding faucet. Folds once it mounts in the sink. Your water lines go, it's got the flexible, like the garden hoses go on this with clamps. Well, when I got this, these were touching when I pulled out of the box. I'm like, well, I can't get the hoses on, and they rotate really easy. So I'm not sure they're supposed to do that. So I actually have a call in to Tori. She has not returned my call yet today to see if that is supposed to be that way. So, but anyhow, we can work on the rest of the system because I haven't repaired the commode either. It's still just plugged off. So let's go in and put this T back in and see if we've got any other major leaks. And a big shout out to the folks at New Camp, especially Tori, because like I say, they don't sell these parts. They don't sell any fittings for the backside of this Nautilus panel. They actually went out in the shop and just found me 2 of these that they had scavenged off of a Nautilus panel. So I thought that was pretty cool. All right, let's spin this bad boy back on there. Try to disturb stuff as little as possible. Tell you what, let's do this. This might be easier. I don't know. act like it's tightening up in the right place. Oh, I don't know. I just don't know. Because on the back side of this Nautilus system, all these fittings have rubber gaskets in them. And these don't swivel. Now, if they made that nut swivel, these things would be a whole lot easier to deal with, but they don't. So everything has to tighten up in the correct orientation, which is not always easy to do. Like I said, if this leaks or anything else leaks, we're just going to order a new Nautilus panel. See, that needs to tighten up. Yeah, I don't know about this. So that needs to snug up right there. And as you can see, it is not. It wants to go to about right there. Well, that don't work. I don't know. We're gonna hook it up and see. Yeah, I scoured the internet looking for fittings for the back of this thing, and they're just, I guess Nautilus maybe done it on purpose. They've made these fittings especially for their panel, and they don't sell them, and they don't let anybody else distribute them because they were not available anywhere that I could find. Okay, I have my shop air cut down to 40 pounds. Let me go hook the air up to this. If you wonder how I'm doing that, go back and watch that first video. And let's see if we have any other major leaks. Alright, I do believe this tea is still leaking, but we also have a major leak down here at the city field. Yeah, definitely leaking, see it? Hopefully you see that. It's just blowing bubbles. Hope y'all can see that dripping right there. So that tea did not tighten up. You can't go another 180 degrees on it. What I want to do, I'm just trying to see where the major leaks are. Still concerned about the hydronic water heater. Really concerned about that. I think I can get that city field fitting out of there, and then just hook directly to it, and that should stop that rattling noise too. So let me see if I can figure that out. Well, I just cut the camera off. Just saw this elbow here blew bubbles. I can see a crack in it. Yeah, lordy be. It's hard to tell how many leaks we have back here. That's not in the nautilus system, that's just in an elbow. But that elbow has to come off, put a new elbow on it. Okay, let me see if I can get that city fill fitting out of here. Slight change of plan. That just looped down there from the city fill up to that fitting where we were working just now. So I already had an adapter made up from a 1/2 inch go on a 1/2 inch female to go on a 1/2 inch male to a water line fitting and put my blowout plug. So we're just gonna hook directly on there. I still have concerns about that heat exchanger right there. It sure sounds like it's bubbling. That is a Aldi heat exchanger that works along with the Aldi hydronic heater. The heater just heats the boiler fluid and circulates it through that heat exchanger, and then it makes the hot water. It exchanges the heat out of the boiler fluid into the water, and I really think that thing's leaking. I mean, we still got major leaks over here too. I mean, a lot of it's just that T that won't tighten up. Of course, we know that elbow's cracked. Oh, so I guess I'm going to have to isolate the heat exchanger and test it. Because whatever parts I need to finish this up, I'd like to go ahead and get them all ordered now so I can get this thing finished up. So let me figure out how I can isolate that heat exchanger to test it. We'll go from there. All right. Well, I was trying to isolate that heat exchanger, and I thought those were 3/8 pipes and shark bites. No, I don't know what size them are. They're not 3/8. I did, when I got over there farther, I did find a low point drain that was open. So it sounds a lot better in here. Still significant leaks. And actually, I think that valve right there is leaking. It is. That thing's split. Y'all see that? So, actually, I don't hear any leaks in that heat exchanger. I don't know. I mean, we got a little leak over here at the kitchen sink. I'm waiting to hear about that. There's fittings on that faucet before I hook that new faucet up. But I'm gonna have to order a Nautilus panel. Okay. I just see there is a hot water line that goes in that Nautilus, or in the Aldi heater too. Right there. So that means we got a cold too. I don't know. Hopefully the Aldi heater and the heat exchanger survived. I guess we're just not gonna know. So I guess that's gonna be it for this one. I'm gonna order me a Nautilus panel. Take all them water lines off and put all them water lines back on. I know I gotta change that one elbow, and then we'll see what else is leaking back there. Hopefully that's it. But yeah, y'all were anxious for part 2. You got her. Kind of anticlimactic. I thought we'd accomplish something today, but all we're doing is deciding what we need to order. So let me get with these people, get a deposit on the Nautilus thingy. It's a Nautilus P3, and I will be back for part 3. Hard to tell how many parts there's gonna be on this video. If y'all do your part, get down in that comment section, leave me a comment, a criticism, concern. I am gonna probably go up the road to fix another one. I'm not, it's raining. Probably end up going home, laying on the couch for a little bit. That'd be all right too. Y'all have a great day. Slight change of plan. I do that a lot, don't I? I went ahead and pulled the commode out. I just wanted to make sure there was no surprises there. Because this new camp does some strange things. It's like, I don't think those fittings on that heat exchanger are 1/4 inch. They're definitely not 3/8. So what are they? Some proprietary fitting, just like the Nautilus panel? Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, let's take a look at this commode. It is a Teffer. It is a 31650. I guess that's a model number. Anyhow, was one little surprise. It completely blew the valve apart. It used to be glued together right there. It is no longer glued together. So that supply hose was already on there. So let's take that off. These valves here, I don't get to show y'all changing these a lot of times, because if there's room behind the commode, I just leave the commode mounted to the floor and change these. This one, there was not room, so I just went ahead and pulled it out. Let's take this one screw out here. You gotta save this screw. They used to give you a new screw with the new valve, but they don't do that anymore. Yeah, whatever it takes to save a buck. It's unreal. Now it's got a tab, and I'll show you here in just a second. Lift that up, and we pull this valve out. It slides in on a track. There again, I'll show you here in just a second. Let's slide this rubber hose off right there, and we finish sliding this valve out. All right, and right here, this wire is what ties the pedal to the, where's the, oh, it's got a foot pedal. That's what opens the valve, and that wire's just got a crook on the end of it, so you just stick it in there, rotate it down, and it's there. So there's the part number for the valve. It comes with the new valve, and it comes with a floor gasket and some instructions. Like I say, you no longer get that screw. So there's that little wire with the crook on the end of it. So we'll just take and put it right back in there. Now, it sometimes is a heck of a trick to get this to slide back in there for whatever reason. It comes out real easy, but it goes back real hard. Don't ask me why. It is easier a lot of times to push the pedal. It's hard to do by yourself. Slide that back in that track while releasing the pedal. Boom, just like that. Yeah, that was pretty smooth. See if it goes all the way back here. And there we go. Snapped in. Reuse our screw. That holds it in there. Get a pair of needle nose pliers. Oh, I got it. Got that hose up on there good. So that is that. No surprises on the commode. I'll reinstall that. Can't show you. There's no room. That's a wet bathroom and there's just no room. So hope you enjoyed the bonus footage. Y'all have a good day. Catch you next time.